Hello and welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you a stitch, a very easy stitch. You can do so many things with the stitch. Just let your imagination run wild. You will come up with very easy projects. I'm gonna use 4.0 millimeter crochet hook with this yarn. This stitch works with even numbers. You're gonna skip the first chain, and into the second chain from the hook you're gonna do a single crochet, and then you're gonna do single crochet in each chain. Then you're gonna do 2 more rows of single crochet. In total I have here 3 rows of single crochet. And after you do the 3 rows of single crochet, you're gonna chain 2, turn your work, and into the next stitch, not the first one, we're gonna go into the second. Yarn over the hook, we're gonna do a puff. So you're gonna go into the second stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again into the same stitch and pull another loop. Then we're gonna pass the yarn through all these loops, and then we're gonna chain 1. When you chain this one, leave it a little bit loose. Then we're gonna skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do a puff. So once, and the second time, 5 loops, pull the yarn through all 5 loops, then chain 1. And I'm gonna do like this until we finish this row. So yarn over the hook, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do a puff. If you like the puff a little bit bigger, then you can go 3 times. Yeah, I'm just gonna go twice. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do a puff. So once, and the second time, pull the yarn through all the loops, then chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do a puff. Okay, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do a puff. So we're gonna be left with 1 stitch at the end. We're now gonna chain 1 here. We're gonna go into the next stitch, which is the last one, and we're gonna do a double crochet, just a double crochet. Then chain 1 and turn your work. And now we're gonna do 3 rows of single crochet in each stitch and chain. So the first stitch is here. We're gonna go in there and do a single crochet. Then we have the stitch from that puff from the previous row. We're gonna do a single crochet, and then we have the chain 1. So you're gonna go through that chain. That's why I said leave it a little bit loose. It's gonna be easy to go through the chain. So then we have the stitch from the puff, and then we have the chain, and it's easy to go through the chain once you leave that chain a little bit loose. So we're gonna do single crochet in each chain and in each stitch. This is a very easy stitch. You can do a vest, you can do table runners, tablecloth, placemats, so many things you can do. So now the end here we have the stitch from that puff, and we have that 2 chain. So we're gonna go on top of the second chain, in there, and we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, and now we have to do 2 more rows of single crochet in each stitch. So the first stitch is here, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and so on. In each stitch, single crochet. So this is the second row of single crochet. So outside of this you have to do 1 more row of single crochets, and this goes really fast. Like I said, you can do a vest. For example, you do a long panel that you chain a long chain that goes from your hip over your shoulder on the back, yeah, and you're gonna close the sides and then the middle part. So you're gonna chain 1, and you're gonna do 1 more row of single crochet. So in total you should have 3 rows of single crochet. I think this one looks nice for a table runner, for example, with a thin yarn. Even for a placemat, it's nice. Even if you want, you can do a baby blanket for spring or summer with a thin yarn. So the last stitch, you're gonna do a single crochet. So we finish the 3 rows of single crochet. Now you're gonna chain 2, turn your work, yarn over the hook, and into the next stitch. I'm gonna skip the first one. We're gonna go into the second stitch, and we're gonna do a puff. Like I said, if you like the puff a little bit bigger, you can go 3 times, depends. Chain 1, leave this loose, because next row we're gonna have to go through that chain. Skip the next stitch and into the next, a puff. I think this one for a vest, for a cardigan, it's quite nice to do, if you like. Skip the next stitch and into the next, I'm gonna do a puff. So if you have yarn that you want to get rid of, I think this one, it's one of the projects that you can do. You can do like a curtain, which you put, cover the sink, underneath the sink. But with a thin yarn, because if we use puffs and it's a thick yarn, that's gonna be heavy, the curtain. Okay, skip the next stitch and into the next, I'm gonna do a puff. Okay, we're now gonna chain anything now. So we have the last stitch in which we're gonna do a double crochet. And then you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and you're gonna do single crochet in each stitch. So you have the double crochet stitch, the puff stitch, and then you have the chain. Then you have the stitch and the chain, and so on. And then you're gonna, after you do this row of single crochet, you're gonna do 2 more rows of single crochet, and you are going along with the project. So it's gonna look like this. I did a sample, so you can do even vertical, for example, if you like, for a table runner. For example, you put it like this, yeah, for a table runner, if you like. For example, to do a vest with this, I will suggest you, like I said, you do a long chain from your hip over your shoulder, all the way back, on your ass, somewhere there. And you can, this will be the sides. So if you're gonna chain long chain, you have the stitches right here, yeah. So it's gonna be easy to close this in front and at the back, and the sides are here, so you have very easy, yeah. And in here you just close the, it's a like at the bottom, yeah. So if you like, you can put here 1 row of single crochet, if you like, to look nice at the bottom, yeah. But if you are to do like this, for example, a blanket is gonna look like this, yeah. So this will be the sides of the blanket. So this is the front and this is the back. You can do even a scarf if you don't mind that the back it looks a little bit different, the puff it's different than the front. It's up to you. But I think for a scarf you should a long chain, as long as you like the scarf to be. Yeah. It's quite nice, this one, and it's easy. It's very easy. You can watch some TV or have a conversation with people, and you don't stress to concentrate on the stitch, not to make a mistake. So if you like this stitch, give it a try. I'm sure you can find some project that you can enjoy doing with the stitch. Thank you for watching.